Hi everyone, my name is Colleen from Property Lim Sisters. Today, I'm so excited to share with you the up and coming Tampines West EC called Rivelle. So with that, let's dive down into the location. As some of you who might have watched my previous video regarding Pinery, this is just diagonally across. Circling, this is the site of the EC, and on the blue color side, that would be Pinery. Of course, when we look in terms of the proximity, it's 5 minutes walk away from Tampines West MRT to Rivelle. Now let's take a look at what is surrounding this upcoming EC. First of all, there is the Pinery Mall. There's up and coming Green Quartz Park, which is very ideal for nature lovers. And of course, there's Recreation, Safra Tampines, and Yoha Commercial. For nature lovers, you get to reach Bedok Reservoir Park in 5 minutes by cycling. And for those of you who require the transportation, like what I've mentioned previously, it would be 5 minutes walk to Tampines West MRT. But not forgetting where the location is at, it's a mere 5 stops away from McPherson Interchange, 1 stop away from Tampines Interchange, 5 stations again to Punggol Interchange, and last but not least, 5 stations to Changi Airport Interchange. When we look in terms of what's upcoming within the vicinity, I believe that most of the EC residents would require amenities. So with the anchor tenants secured for Pinery Mall, there is FairPrice as well as Kopitiam. And not forgetting, there's also the education, Mulberry, which is focusing on early childhood. Not forgetting what's up and coming within the vicinity, not just within walking distance, but also minutes drive would be Tampines Hub, Tampines Round Market, Bedok Mall, as well as the 3 shopping malls in Tampines. Other than shopping malls, there's also the 24 hours giant hypermart, Courts, IKEA, and most importantly, schools. Right, like what I've mentioned, for ECs, we are focusing a lot on families and families with young children in particular. You can expect these choices of schools within the 1 kilometer. First, there's a very renowned school, St. Hilda's, Junyuan, St. Anthony's, as well as Tampines Primary School. So for families who have older kids, what to expect? There's also Temasek JC, Temasek Poly, SUTD, as well as international school. Surrounding this Tampines West would also be the transformation, like also what I've mentioned previously regarding during the Pinery video. First would be the Tampines Regional Center, followed by Changi Airport, Changi Aviation, Changi City. So this actually gives a lot of work in this location. Other than that would be the future, which is the Paya Lebar Airbase redevelopment, and of course another major workforce, which is the Punggol Digital District. Now let's talk about the development itself. In total, there's 11 blocks comprising of 572 units. With that, not to mention of the new rulings of 80% car park provision, meaning to say there's no one-to-one car park lots. And that's actually very common in today's context because for developments that are so close to the MRT, the government will actually see more people going car light or car free. So when we talk about Rivelle, we also look in terms of the developer, like who is the one that's going to develop this EC? It will be no other than Sim Lim. So some of you who might not have heard of Sim Lim, but I believe you have heard of the biggest development in Singapore right now, which is Treasure at Tampines. Yes, that is actually done by Sim Lian. And also in the recent new launches would be Emerald of Katong as well as Aura of Tampines is also done by Sim Lian. So now let's talk about the layout itself in terms of the site. What can you expect in terms of the facilities? First of all, when we look in terms of not just the facilities, but also how do we go to the Pinery Mall as well as MRT or even bus stops. Starting from the right, there's actually a future bus stop here that's coming across Tampines Street 92 with a side gate on the right itself. With this side gate, it actually takes you fully connected all the way to the clubhouse area where you can take the lift down to the basement and is fully connected to all the 11 blocks. On the left itself, there's also another side gate along with where the car park entrance would be. Going in on the basement itself, a single floor plate of where you can park the cars. How the developer have positioned the blocks would be 4 on the top, 4 in the middle, and 3 below, leaving the bottom right for the clubhouse itself. And when we look in terms of the distance between blocks, 53 and 63 would have approximately 23 meters apart. 63 and 69, which is about 17 meters apart. For some of you who might really enjoy the space or you prefer something that is not facing so close to neighbors, you might want to consider going for block 59 or even block 69, which gives a very, very wide view of at least 110 meters. But again, it really depends also on which level are you going for. Because if you are going for something level 6 and below, you might potentially still overlook the clubhouse area. And when we look in terms of the terrain of this land itself, on the left would be 14-story, followed by 13-story, and all the way to the right would be 12-story. And especially when I mentioned earlier regarding the clubhouse, so this is how the terrain cuts off with 6 clearing off the clubhouse roofing. So for some of you who might not want to have the roof view, you might want to go for 8 and above to have really a very nice, clear, unblocked view. So now let's take a look in terms of the clubhouse area. I must say this developer have positioned it to have a very, very nice clubhouse area over on the bottom right of this whole entire development. And the way how they have positioned it will be offering 3 different levels, building it tall, and also providing different facilities for different age groups. Level 1 itself will come with the kids party area, also the tennis court, which makes it a full condo facilities. And of course, on level 1, it comes with 4 barbecue pavilions, which is definitely enough for 572 units. But not forgetting, there's also a grand function room, which you can see from this area itself. On level 2, there's also barbecue pavilion 5 and 6. And for pickleball fans, there is a pickleball court on level 2 itself. Something to highlight about the collab room, which is located on level 2, would be still a hybrid of work from home. So naturally, if you would like to have your own privacy or there's insufficient space at home, you can always use this collab room, be it for work or studying. Level 3 would basically be the gym, dance studio, as well as gourmet function room. And this is how the gym will look like, overlooking the entire landscape. On to the unit mix and layout. I believe this is something really important for residents, for buyers, because end day, if you are coming to EC, most likely it will be a family or even having family planning. So with that, the developer have come out with 3 bedrooms with an option of a study, 4-bedroom with study option and flexi premium, followed by 5-bedroom. From what I'm seeing in terms of the breakdown of number of units, I can see the developer actually place a lot of emphasis on the 3 and 4-bedroom. So now let's take a look in terms of the floor plan itself. First, I would like to highlight something that is very unique about this EC is that this developer have done out glass balcony instead of railings. So some of you might have done some research regarding like resale ECs, or condos on the outskirts. It's actually very common for developers to place in metal railings in the balcony instead of glass balcony. So I think this developer have really brought the EC on to the next level. Room size itself, it's 9 square meters where you can place in queen size bed. And of course, in the master bedroom, you can definitely fit in a king size bed. So now, let me share with you in terms of the layout. First, this would be 883 square feet. For some of you, I believe this might be a bit small in terms of sizing, but I'll just like to highlight to you that Rivelle over here is a GFA harmonized project. So what does this mean? It means to say this aircon latch over here is actually non-strata, meaning to say it does not add into the square footage of this floor plan. So 883, as you see, is fully usable as part of this red dotted line over here. Main entrance, you will be facing the dining, split living, and of course, living will flow through the balcony itself. Something to take note of would be this very nice kitchen, although it's a 3-bedroom, but it is an enclosed kitchen with a yard, storage by the side, and a household shelter. So household shelter in general can actually act up as a storage area or a helper's room. And there's also a WC at the back. Now let's take a look at the bedroom. For these walls, just to highlight that these are PVC. However, the developer have done a hackable wall, meaning to say if you find the room small or you like to combine 2 rooms into one, this wall can be hacked. And likewise for the master room, if you find that the master room you like to, enhance it with a walk-in concept or even as a home office concept, this wall over here that you're seeing can be hacked and naturally you can combine it into one big area. So now let's move on to 3-bedroom plus study. I would say this developer have cleverly done up the study area over here that acts up as a spare area for the master room if you like to extend the space. So again, for this master bedroom, if you like to bring forward the door, you can just bring it forward. And the moment you bring the door this way, this study will come part of the master bedroom itself, which makes it much wider. And not forgetting, this study can be also a walk-in concept or a work from home concept. 2 bedrooms, 9 square meters, same thing, you can fit in a queen size bed and the walls are hackable as well. Moving on to 4-bedroom, which is also one of the show units. Coming in from the main entrance, there will be enclosed kitchen, and of course, the enclosed kitchen will come with this household shelter, and the storage, just to highlight, is slightly out from the kitchen. Instead of 2 bedrooms, you now have 3 bedrooms, and all 3 bedrooms are of equal size, 9 square meter, sharing 1 bathroom, and the master bedroom with the master bath. So you can see that the developer have planned out that even though, with the bathroom, with the kitchen area, they all comes naturally ventilated, meaning to say there's windows. And if you like to do heavy cooking, this is definitely an ideal layout. Other than the 4-bedroom, something that I really like would be the 4 plus study, because just now, what you have seen earlier for the 3 bedroom plus study, the study is actually beside the master. But for this study in particular, is in the master bedroom. Hence, the developer really have the foresight, of putting the study area in the master bedroom so that you do not even need to convert the study as part of your master. The developer have already incorporated this space for you. So you can see how wide the master bedroom is right now, standing at 18 square meter. Okay, and of course, 3 bedrooms over here are all 9 square meter, and the kitchen again is an enclosed kitchen. Also, something to highlight would be this glass panel over here that you can have the vision of seeing through your dining, living, but yet still cooking in the kitchen. Next option would be the 4 bedroom flexi. So instead of having the study in the master bedroom, the developer now call it a flexi, where you also have the flexibility to create a study in here. Otherwise, you can put in, some sliding glass door to have it enclosed if you like to have a work from home concept or a study area. Other than that, you can just open it out and to be part of your living. So can you imagine that this is part of your living? The sizing itself, the width would be about 5.1 meters, and not compromising on the room size. Same thing is 9 square meters. 3 common rooms sharing 1 bath. Master bedroom comes nicely with a walk-in wardrobe concept. This is something different from 4 plus study, where the study is on the side, but you do not have the walk-in area. So again, if you like to convert the study as a walk-in wardrobe concept, you are able to do so. Otherwise, you might just want to consider going for the 4 bedroom flexi, if the budget permits, of course, for flexi in the living area and still maintaining the walk-in wardrobe. Now on to 4 bedroom premium, which is the last layout for 4 bedroom. Something different about 4 bedroom premium would actually be the kitchen itself. Earlier that we have seen from the 3 bedroom and the above 4 bedroom, they are all having one standard kitchen. But this comes with a dry kitchen over here on top of the wet kitchen. Not forgetting to say the living and dining now comes as one, and this is about 5.3 meters wide. Okay, but of course, if let's say today you want to build in, that flexi area, by all means, you can definitely do so. Otherwise, this would be very, very nice for entertainment, and even the balcony comes out to be a very, very good width. Again, if let's say you would want to see where this 4 bedroom overlooks, in terms of the privacy, whether does it comes with the internal pool facing, or it comes with a very nice unblock, you can definitely relook again at the site plan of where this unit is located at. Now there's a master bedroom with again the walk-in wardrobe concept, entering into the master bath, kitchen with the yard, and of course the household shelter like what I've mentioned. Last but not least, which is also another show unit. In total, there's 3 show unit. This is the last show unit, and also the 5 bedroom. Living dining, definitely very, very wide. Balcony, very, very wide too. It comes with wet and dry kitchen without any option, just wet and dry kitchen. But something to highlight would actually be the bathroom, because um, some buyers might say 3 bedrooms sharing 1 bathroom, is not quite sufficient. But for these 5 bedrooms, it comes with 3 bathrooms. So again, it's same thing, 3 common rooms sharing 1 bathroom. However, you do have a spare bathroom right here, which is the junior area, junior master bedroom coming with the attached junior bath. Last but not least will be master bedroom with a very nice L-shaped wardrobe as a walk-in concept, followed by master bath. Right, for this 5 bedroom, I would say it's highly recommended more for like maybe 3 generations, with elderly parents having a very nice attached bath would be ideal. Then of course, children's in the bedroom. Now, let's also continue in terms of the unit finishes. I think this is also very, very important. I must say, I'm also really very impressed is with what the developer have actually provided. Because in the past, a lot of ECs, developer actually provide like laminate flooring, so it doesn't really last well. But for this developer, they're actually providing vinyl flooring, which of course we know it's more durable. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, but at least it's more durable, more sturdy, especially for families, with young kids. Vinyl, you can definitely replace them at any point of time. And I really like the way how they actually chose the color, which is very, very neutral, very easy for space planning as well as ID plannings. So for the color itself, in the kitchen, there's a porcelain tiles, a quartz countertop, which is very nice. If you do heavy cooking, they are also heat resistant, stain resistant, and I believe you can also polish the countertop in due time. Developers are providing cooker hook, cooker hob, built-in oven, as well as a washer cum dryer. However, for all ECs, as we know, or if you have done your research, the developer do not provide refrigerator. Bedroom finishes will be vinyl flooring with very, very neutral color. And of course, for the bathroom itself will come with the top, the quartz top itself. And it will come with all the fittings like this. For the master bath would come with a rain shower, but for the common bath would be more towards a handheld shower. So just to recap in terms of the design, PVC design, but then hackable walls for the bedroom and living on certain layouts. Master bedroom definitely able to fit king size bed, common rooms able to fit queen size bed. Okay, and just want to share with you on the maintenance fees. A lot of people has been giving feedback like, wow, nowadays even a two-bedroom will come out to be like $400 per month on maintenance itself. But for this developer, I think they have really planned it very nicely. For 572 units, 390 per month estimated. I think it's very, very well planned. So in summary on today's video would be number one, for this upcoming EC, it's just 5 minutes walk to Tampines West MRT. Of course, diagonally across there's Pinery Mall with anchor tenants FairPrice, Kopitiam, and of course there's early childhood in there. Close by to Bedok Reservoir, Tampines Regional Center, 24 hours giant hypermart for some of you who need recreations, as well as basic necessities. And of course, just to highlight for young families within 1 kilometer to St. Hilda's, Junyuan, St. Anthony's, Tampines Primary School, and future opportunities, not just in terms of opportunity for yourself, but just in case if you like to, maybe sell in future, these are something that you can look forward to, especially with the Paya Lebar Airbase redevelopment. Because while under URA master plan, you can see there's actually work, live, and play plannings for this entire new estate. And of course, with Singapore being the hub, there's also Changi Aviation, Changi City, as well as Terminal 5. 572 units from 3 to 5 bedrooms. In general, most of them are north-south orientation, PVC building, hackable walls, and importantly, glass balcony for aesthetic point of view. Right, so with that, I've actually come to the end of Rivelle EC that's up and coming in Tampines West MRT. So just in case, if currently you do own a HDB and you're looking to maybe upgrade, but do not know whether should EC be a choice of yours or should you just go for a condo, or if both of you are first timer, coming in, you're thinking of going for either a BTO and EC, do contact us. Maybe we can work out in terms of a financial plan first before you really decide if this EC is a choice for you. With that, thank you very much. Once again, I'm Colleen from Property Lim Sisters.